Spring cleaning. It's a thing that happens, and I participate in, and I dig it. I actually kind of dig it. I like cleaning, which is a weird thing to say for someone who's as messy as I am. Like spring cleaning, it's like there's the stuff I regularly do. You know, I'm washing dishes, I'm vacuuming, I'm dusting, and all that kind of stuff. I'm doing my own laundry. And then there's the stuff, the areas of my household that I really don't get to but once a year. Now, I'm in, it's March 5th. I'm starting the kind of spring clean process. And I started this project, and like my wife's gonna see this, so I'll be 100% honest. These are these sunroof, skylight type things that are up in the sort of on the roof. They're in the roof, as opposed to the wall versions. And I've never cleaned these. I've never gotten to this. And part of the reason I've never gotten to this, one, is because they're up high, and I'm 5'6". I'm like Hobbit sized. I don't get up high for stuff. Two, the biggest reason, honestly, is because they were so dirty, and it was, so it just meant like time went on. We've been here for a while in this place, and I've never gotten around to cleaning these things because they're dirty. And right, are you with me? Like, there's a line you cross where, like, I know it's gonna be bad, and because it's bad, I'm not gonna get to it. And the longer I take to get to it, the worse it's actually gonna get. So I got to it. I'm like in the beginning-ish part of the process, and I took away the screen here, and sure enough, it was pretty bad. But it's not as bad as I thought it was. As an example, like, there weren't like hand-sized spiders up here. Like, that was I hate spiders. Hate them. And that was the vision I had, is I'm gonna like disturb this thing, and a spider's gonna come out the wall and be like, right? That's what I thought. But they weren't hand-sized spiders. And there was a lot of muck, and I'm having to deal with it, but like, I can deal with it. Which is the second thing I figure out once I actually get into the process, is like, actually, do you have the capacity to deal with this stuff? And maybe the desire to deal with it actually springs from the capacity I have in it. So our souls, our lives work this way. They're corners of who we are, of our lives, physically, emotionally, spiritually, that we don't really want to get to because of how bad we think it's going to be once we get there. And then there's this sort of desire that builds in us to get there. And here's my encouragement to you. That desire really might be rooted in capacity. In other words, God is doing a work in your life. He is developing you. He is growing you because he loves you and he's taking care of you. And it may be that the desire to take care of that corner of your life comes from the fact that he's equipped you in this season and this time to actually get to it. And yes, when you get there, it's gonna be bad. It's not gonna be good. It's gonna be bad, but it's not gonna be as bad as you thought it was. It just might not be as bad as you think it was. And you might have the capacity to actually handle that stuff. Now, here's the other thing, man. I get up here and I'm working at it, and if I figure out that I don't have the capacity to deal with this, I've got friends. I got people who can help me with this, and who are taller than me and who aren't afraid of spiders and can get up here and mess with this stuff and help me out. Like, the fear of what might happen once I really get started is almost always, it's like 99% of the time, worse than what's actually real and what's actually going on. So I encourage you, as that desire in you throughout the course of this Lent, like, it comes up to approach those darker, kind of musty, dirty corners of your soul, of your life, trust yourself that desire might be rooted in capacity. And if you honestly don't have capacity to deal with it, you got people around you to help you.